Hello everyone, welcome back to Clusterbmilkshake. I am your host, along with support puppet, Mr. Chicken. Yeah, wave, Mr. Chicken. Yes. Today we're going to talk about why no contact makes a narcissistic person come back to you. Now, some of you who do want to go no contact forever do not want your person to show back up, but that part is out of your control. What is in your control is for you to reblock any new avenues that they are trying to come back to you. Otherwise, some of you do want your narcissistic ex to come back to you. Now, I watched a video from Coach Black, B-L-A-C, and he was talking about the 4 psychological reasons why and how no contact makes your ex come back to you. This is for normies. This is for normal people. But I was watching this video along with other no contact videos because I wanted to do one for y'all's that had nothing to do with narcissism. But if I resonated with what was going down in Chinatown, because I have gone back to exes and some I have not. Sometimes I went back to a disposable person out of boredom, and some people I just threw away forever. So nothing is guaranteed. It really does depend on the narcissistic individual, how much value you held in that relationship. So I'm going to read these things off to you, and we'll see what happens, right, in your relationship. And of course, I'm going to give you examples of reasons why I have gone back to a partner, tried to go back to a partner, what happened there, and why I didn't want to go back. Okay, I love talking about myself. Okay, so number 1, appeal to their emotions and not their logical mind. Then they will use their logical mind to reach out. So just like you, put yourself in the other person's shoes. So if you were the one to break up, it is your responsibility to reach out to the person, okay? Now, if the person broke up with you, this is for you, all right? So when you give somebody space, just like you, ruminating is going on after a breakup for a while. Now, if a narcissistic person was sick of your shit, if they devalued the hell out of you, for me, if you've been devalued, there's no return for me, unless there was like some massive shift in you that made you a shiny toy again, Otherwise, there's no reason for me to go back there. I don't want the broken, criticizing person that I left. All right? We weren't getting along. Why do I want to go back to that? Some people, and narcissistic people, cluster Bs, they may forget about the bad as well, just like you do. And you start thinking about only the good and the fun and everything. I have talked to other narcissistic people, and they do this too. This isn't just, me talking out my booty. And they are going to remember the fun times that they had with you. If your narcissistic person is lonely, if they did go out with other people and they were not, they didn't have either the qualities that you had. You know, maybe this new person is way too, you know, needy, mushy, all this stuff. Maybe you were, you know, giving a lot of, a little bit of fire, you know, something. You know, this is why narcissists love going back to borderlines. You know, you beat the shit out of us. Excuse me, I'm burping. Anyway, human beings react more to loss than gain. Until your ex loses you, they will never miss you. Okay? This is why I tell you guys to go dark. You have to go dark on social media. You don't want them knowing what's going down in Chinatown with you. You want their minds to go a little bit crazy. Do you not care? Do you? You know, I mean, that's a big, you know, narcissistic injury to somebody who is trying to mask all their pain with this grandiosity, this big ego to protect their inner self. Are you moving on to somebody else? My mind would counter to, you know, I'm fucking better. All these other fucking chicks are low level compared to me. But then there's that whisper at the back of, you know, our minds. It's like, I'm projecting, as in, you know, I look at other new people and compare them to you. Are you doing the same for me? Are you? And if you are, then you'll see that I'm the fucking greatest motherfucker on the planet, right? We live in fantasy, okay? We live in a delusional reality, all right? So after a breakup, your ex is under the impression that if they want you back, they can get you back. If we see that you are sad, broken, you know, that you're posting, you know, all this, and the music is sad, and all this other shit, you know, all this stuff, we believe that we can come back at any time. So like with my first boyfriend, after I broke up with him, he was, we had a lot of mutuals. Now this was before social media and everything, but I was still in contact with him. We stay friends. Staying friends lets me keep tabs on you. Now, you may be wanting, you know, the funness of the narcissistic person. I am keeping tabs on you. What are you doing? He was off trying to reconnect with his friends that he gave up to be with me. He was doing new things. He was building up his self-esteem. I remember talking to him on the phone and him, you know, telling me what a fucking dumb dick he was, still driving me to work even after our breakup and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, you're sweet. You're nice. But I was just getting my needs met and everything like that, you know? So later he got a new girlfriend. Now he was still talking to me. And yes, I was like, what? And you know, and I'm keeping an eye on her and everything like that. Then, because we were talking, you know, she ended up cheating on him and stuff like that. So I was able to swoop in and reconnect. Now, I didn't want him as my boyfriend again. Later down the road, we became friends with benefits. He was, you know, I did not want to be locked down or anything like that. And it was just, you know, good time. All right, so they have the best of both worlds. They get to explore their options, yes. Knowing they can come back to you if they fail, you are on the back burner. This is why I tell you guys, if you do have any romantic feelings still for your ex, you're not going to want to do friends with benefits or anything, because my friends with benefits thing, he could talk about, other chicks that he was dating or getting down with, and I could tell him mine, and it was no big deal. We weren't jealous or nothing, it was totally fine. But if that's your plan, you're just basically kicking your own heart in the ball sackage. All right? Don't do it. All right, so they have to feel the loss of you. So you do want to not do the friend thing. You want to totally be like smoke. You're gone. You're gone. They don't know what you're doing. Sometimes we will find out what you're doing through mutuals. One time when I broke up with my second husband, I even went to his parents and his grandma with my little son. Don't you miss him? Don't you miss him? I showed up at the gym that we shared together just to see, one time he was upset, another time he was talking to another girl, and that did not make me happy. And so, I went on, I tried to go out with friends and get my, own shit together and everything, and I didn't know what the hell he was doing, and I had to make the decision, because I broke up with him, to come back and call motherfuck if he wanted to get back together with new boundaries. Number 2, fear of missing out. So you want to improve your value, okay? There's a reason why there was a breakup, okay? So if your person, like I said before, hasn't devalued the hell out of you, went to find greener pastures someplace else, date other people and everything, and they're done with you. They're done. They're not gonna want to come back to a broken mess. You don't want them coming back because of pity. No, I don't. Oh, she needs me. She's crying. She's nothing. She's going to let me walk all over her and blah, blah, blah. No. So if your narcissistic person is trying to find ways to, we're detectives, dude. So we will be asking around, making fake accounts, if you have us blocked, to look at your social media. If you are trying to improve yourself, do better for yourself, shine like a motherfucking diamond, that you are moving on, this is going to cause anxiety in the person who broke up with you. They want to see that you're doing badly without them. Yes. One thing is, a narcissistic person also, or even a normie who broke up with you, they want to see that the reason why we broke up with you is still solid. It's like, no, I don't want to go back to that. If you're smearing and everything us with your truth telling, all over social media and everything like that, for me, when I had a person doing that for me, I was fucking because they were still thinking about me. Okay? I'm sure, when I broke up with my recent ex, he had been watching my fucking meltdown and shit online. He was fucking jerking off in my tears and shit. I can't go dark. And I wasn't going to lie and act like, oh, I'm perfect and I'm fucking fine. I'm fine. I fucking left you. Burp, burp, burp. There are reasons why I left him that are solid, but, I'm still grieving. Okay, number 2. No, I already did number 2. It's better to work on yourself, expand your social group, gain your strength, and do better without them, because there is no guarantee that your person is going to come back. There was no way in hell I was ever going to go back to my last, both of my husbands. No fucking way. They had already been devalued to sub-zero. Not saying that, husband number 1, criminal, no. Husband number 2, there are a lot of good qualities about this person, but, I've already been with this person for 25 years. I'm not going back to that person. There's way too much, I've been there, done that type stuff, negator. Now, I did go back 100 times with the borderline flavor. He would chase, he went dark on me once, and I was in a lot of pain, and I was doing the chasing, and, it was big motherfucking mess. Finally, at the end, I was like, I have to, there's no growth. If there's no growth in the relationship, there's no reason to return, because they're not going to do nothing. This is what I tell you guys all the time. They're not going to get better. They're not going to try. They're not even, they could have voiced that they're going to try, and then they don't. So it's already been proven to you time and time again that they're not changing. And so I had to no contact forever. And no matter what, no, I don't care. And I did grieve that relationship as well. But I knew that nothing was going to be different. Did I want to lose myself? Did I want to be isolated? Did I want to never be able to speak my feelings without a counterattack and being beat down emotionally all the fucking time? Did I want to fight all the time? Because I did fight back with that person. No, it's not a way to live. No, thank you. Number 3. Scarcity creates value. People value things that are very hard to get. They need to feel your absence. No texting, no calling, no motherfucking mutuals. I don't care how sweet, kind, and nice your mutual friends are. They are going to give information back to the narcissistic person, because the narcissistic person, if they start to feel that loss, they are going to, manipulate the shit out of the mutual to get information. You could have some backstabby type family members, anything that just can't wait to, get just fucking stir the pot and get back into, your life by any means necessary, or just to fuck you over. Who knows? I mean, toxic people, we grew up in toxic. We have toxic family members too. And sometimes they think that they're doing you a favor by giving information to the narcissist who's coming over and crying to them, help me. And so your toxic parents are going to come and be like, they're. Okay. Anyway, number 4, the lottery effect. If your ex knows that you will always be there, it's not costing them anything. They won't fear losing you permanently. Now, I said this in the beginning too, but they need to know that you are going to move on and do better in your life, and that they're like, I think I made a mistake. I think that, you know, they're going to start making excuses for themselves. Maybe, you know, I'm going to get therapy. You hear them, you know, come back to you and say, I'm going to do whatever, you know, and they do mean it in that moment, but it doesn't last. And anytime you guys ever get back together, there is going to be a rekindling honeymoon stage, because our feelings, which we're all stressed out and everything, go back to baseline. We're comfortable again. Everything is great. But that doesn't stop the mental illness from coming and sabotaging the relationship. They actually really do need to self-reflect and to know the things that they did to harm the relationship. Even small microaggressions, because not all of us, you see this on TikTok and all this bullshit or whatever, that, you know, they're just screaming all the time and they're just, you know, throwing shit, or they're physically or all this shit. There can be microaggressions where they're not communicating with you when there's a problem, when they're dismissive of the things that you do want to bring to the table. Sometimes you are passive aggressive too. Sometimes you shut down. And I do know, after being broken up with my recent ex, all the things that I contributed to make him feel unsafe in here. Now, that did not matter to him when I came back and I told him my part of all the things that I did bad and wanted to reconnect with him. He didn't want it. Now, I broke up with him. I came back to him. He said no. So that's it. Some of you think, I'm going to keep trying. Didn't you say that you want to be chased? If you came and chased your person, you wanted them back, you didn't criticize. Don't fucking criticize, okay? Don't. We don't want to hear it. So if you are taking responsibility and you're coming back to your ex and they still say no, respect that. Even if you know, they miss you, it's their responsibility to come back to you and to reconnect with you. You tried. They said no. Okay, you're done. You're moving on. You have to move on. You have to grieve. Look at the things that you can work on inside of yourself. Why did I get into this relationship? Stayed in this relationship. Yes, everybody has the honeymoon stage. Why did I stay when so many red flags were being thrown at me? Flippity flip flop. You know, the whole time. Why did I make excuses? Why? You want to work on yourself so for the future, you're going to have a stronger self-esteem. You're going to have boundaries. You're not going to let these things happen. You're not going to shut down. When you do you're going to learn how to communicate. You're going to learn to bring things to the table without attacking. You're going to let your narcissist, your new person, know that, you know, I'm not coming at you. Let's tackle this thing together. You know? And if your new person isn't doing these things, then you know to leave early, okay? And not invest so much time. And please do not move, you know, in with these people, married, pregnant. It takes a year to 18 months, I read, for you to actually get to know someone, know how, if you have good conflict resolution, and if you do want to continue on this journey with your partner. And there's going to be new things that you guys are going to, come up against when you do move in with each other. Okay? Because, you're going to be in each other's space all the time. So you really have to learn to give each other some breathing room, not try to change your person, things like that. Okay? Lastly, if you were devalued, and I mean, they've been shitting on you. They've been shitting on you, okay? Do not go back to somebody who thinks that you're garbage. Don't be like, oh, I'm shiny now, take me back. You don't have, your self-esteem is still fucking low as shit. Okay? Because your self-esteem would be like, I don't want you. You show me that you're doing better, that you want to do better, Not change everything that you are, but, that they are also wanting to be a team with you. The biggest thing for me is when there's conflict, because we all get along. We all have fun. We all, when you go out and do fun things, when you go on trips, when you play games, when you, talk about things that are not about you, but about the outside world, and you guys enjoy each other and stuff like that, and have the same interests and stuff, that's great. But if you cannot discuss shit when there is conflict, or if you don't feel like your feelings are being heard, or if you are withholding your feelings, there's no reason to get back together. Remember, you want to share a life, and that is sharing everything. Okay? All right. So I hope that was helpful. Have a great day. Namaste.